Hello, I'm Nino Gonzalez, and welcome to another episode of Making Sense. Well, today I have the pleasure of having a team from El Paso that has made El Paso proud, and they are the Henderson chess team. Now, you're asking why a financial literacy show would have a chess team on here. Well, everything that we do is a strategic move, whether it's in our personal lives, whether it's in finances, or whatever goals we're trying to achieve. And chess has a very important part to do with this. And I wanted to showcase something good about El Paso. So I've got members here, assistant coaches from the Henderson chess team. And first of all, I want to give a shout out to Mr. Saul Ramirez, who's the head coach of the chess team, but he couldn't be with us today because fortunately, he's interviewing for the finalist position for Teacher of the Year for the district, and we're hoping that he gets it because it's a well-deserved honor. But here I have David Alvarado, and thank you, David, for coming by and taking time to talk to us. And another David Morales, and I think the chess team calls you the two Davids, correct?
Correct, yeah.
Yes, and Adrian Herrera, good to see you, and thank you for coming by. So tell me a little bit about yourself and how you got involved with this, and tell me about your chess experience.
I started back in middle school as well, so this throws me back also to my young years. And well, I just started off as a tutor at Henderson, and my cousin, Saul Ramirez, happened to be the proctor there, taking care of the kids. So I just started helping out and volunteering after school to go help out with the kids.
And how did you play competitively while you were in middle school?
Yes, sir. We actually went to state as well. I was a state champion as a team.
Wow.
And I placed 17th out of the whole division.
Wow, well, that's great. And how have you felt that chess has helped you, now that you're going on to higher education?
Well, it's actually helped me a lot because if you see through chess, like, it helps you with a lot of critical thinking. You have to see what your pieces are doing, the way to make them better, what you have, what's good, what's bad. You need to focus on your strengths, weaknesses.
Right.
So it helps you with, chess is just a way of life.
Right, and that's one of the things that I tell my students, that a lot of employers, when they ask us, you need to teach your students how to think critically and analytically, and what a perfect game other than chess to help you with that. And tell me a little bit about yourself, David.
Oh, yeah, I'm also a student at UTEP. I'm in the chemistry department.
Okay.
I also work for EPSD. I'm a tutor there as well.
Right, and I hear you're going for, you want to get into a pharmacy degree, correct?
Oh, yeah, hopefully. That's
your goal?
Yeah, that's more like my main road. If anything, I'll probably just stick to chemistry. After that, I guess I don't know, maybe chess coaching will be pretty good too.
So what is your experience with chess?
Okay, I was playing in middle school. Actually, I was playing since around 4 years old, maybe it could be.
Wow.
Yeah, we were playing pretty young. Saul Ramirez actually was my first chess coach. When we were in middle school, we were actually in the same team together. And we took, I think, a couple of state championships. We kind of were for a runner-up, I think it was our national year. And from there, I just started volunteering with him as a chess coach and just complemented all the whole system that we have going on here right now.
Great. And Adrian, tell me a little bit about yourself and your involvement with the team.
Well, I'm a teacher at Henderson Middle School.
Okay.
I teach science. I'm also the athletic coordinator.
Wow.
Mr. Ramirez and I, we've kind of worked together as far as getting our athletes to join chess and chess with our athletes. So it's just kind of, we've developed a bond with that, and we've grown as a group, I guess, all of us have.
Right.
So.
And you do this because of the love or for the money?
No, for the money, no. Teaching's not the profession you want to get in if you want the money. But we do it because we enjoy being with the kids. It's for the kids, for us. We do everything. We treat the kids as they're ours, like they're our own. We travel with them. We take care of them. We're their chaperones. We're their coaches. We're their their parents on the road.
Right,
So,
and you know, a lot of people think that sometimes you get paid for these extracurricular activities, and
no, not at all.
there isn't.
No,
you
there's
know.
there's no monetary
Right.
anything going to us.
Yeah, I was also a student advisor here for a club at the college, and you know, I didn't get paid as well, but I did it because I wanted to see the students grow and compete.
Absolutely.
So tell me about the success of the Henderson chess team, and you know, I've for those of you that don't know, there's been a lot of news coverage on you and newspaper articles. So tell me about the success that you all have had.
You know what? The chess team started in 2013. That's when Mr. Ramirez took over, or when he came in and he started the program. In 2013, they were first place in novice division in the state championship. 2014, they were the junior varsity second place, or the runner-up in the state tournament. Also that year, they went for the national championships.
Okay.
They only took 4 on the national championships,
All
so
right.
just 4.
And when you're talking about these competitions, about how many teams compete at the state level, and about how many teams compete at the national level, like, you know, you're talking about second or fourth out of how many?
Okay, you know, and overall we have the state tournament in McAllen. I'll go in 2015 was the state tournament in McAllen. Our first state and national champions. They at that McAllen tournament there was over 1,400 players in the chess tournament.
Right. Okay.
It was a very large tournament. There must have been at least 34 teams, 35 teams.
Okay, great.
And we took it. We had 9 players for the state tournament, and we took first place overall. And not only did we take first place, but we had our state champion that year.
Right.
And Leo Gonzalez.
Okay,
So-
yeah, and that's one of the reasons I have you here, because I'm you know, I encourage my son to join the chess club, and
Yes,
he's
sir.
part of the Henderson chess team. But
Yes, sir.
yeah, he that year he did win state champion
Yes, he was our
individual,
state
and you guys won it as a team. But you also had further success at the national level.
Oh, absolutely.
Correct?
We went on to the national tournament in Louisville, Kentucky that year. It was no, I take that back. It might have been Indianapolis, Indiana.
No, I think it was Louisville.
Was it Louisville,
Yeah,
Kentucky?
yes.
Oh, I get confused with
Right.
some of the tournaments we've been to, but we went to Louisville, Kentucky that year, and we ended up placing first in the novice division, where we placed some very strong competition, and our kids, I believe Leo also got 8th place in the national competition.
Oh, wow.
Overall, and that tournament, there must have been about 4,000 kids playing in it.
And you've got them from all over the
Oh,
nation,
from all over the
especially
nation.
those great chess players from New York
Oh,
and
absolutely.
Florida and all those
Oh
places.
yeah, we had a very, very good experience in Louisville. Our kids mingled with the New York kids, to be honest, because they spoke Spanish.
Right.
So that was the group they kind of meshed
Hung
well
around
with.
with.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
great. And you know, so just recently, I think about 2 weeks ago, they had a segment on a chess team on 60 Minutes.
Yes, sir.
And I said, man, this would have been a perfect showcase to illustrate to the nation what's being done here, because it was sort of a very similar story, but in a rural area. And but maybe hopefully we can get 60 Minutes down here and do a story on all of you.
Oh, you know what's interesting about the 60 Minutes, the group on 60 Minutes is
Right.
we actually competed against them in the national level.
Wow.
And believe it or not, we actually beat them in that.
But you see, a lot of people don't know that, and so we need to get that word out, and we need to get not just the local publicity, but the national publicity on all of you. So you've had tremendous success, and you know, with that, the time that you won both state and nationals, and what happened the following year? What did you do on when I think that was the Indianapolis one?
The following year, we also went back to the 2016 state tournament. We took 2 divisions. We took the novice division first place, and the JV division first place at state. So we won the state tournament championship in both divisions.
So another great year, another great
great year.
success. And what happened at the national level?
At the national level, we went to. We actually competed in 3 divisions at the national level. We competed in the under 750 rating. We competed in the under 1,000 rating and the under 1,250 rating.
Okay.
Which is basically the equivalence of novice, junior varsity, and championship divisions. We had only one student in the championship division, or in the 1,250 division, which he did well. He won 4 matches, but he was individual, so it was very hard to win a national championship in the team. As far as our JV division, we took I believe it was fourth place.
Oh, well,
Fourth
okay.
place
Wow.
overall. In a very strong division. That was our first experience above
Competing above
competing
novice,
above those.
right.
Yes, absolutely.
And how about your novice team?
And our novice team, we won first.
Wow.
We won first. Our JV, something I want to highlight about our JV team that year, we actually lost one of our players because he rose above the rating.
Right.
And we had it up to the very minute. With last minute, we had a chance to win it all, and we faced a tough competition in that last round.
And then just recently, about a month ago, you guys went to Arlington, Texas, and competed at state again.
Yes, sir.
And so what happened there?
Once again, we competed in the 3 divisions. We competed in 3 divisions at the state tournament. First place, and I'm gonna have to say it. We did very well in our novice division, where we took the first place individual, second place individual, and fourth place individual trophies at the state tournament this year for
So
novice
who
division.
placed first?
First place was Isaac Mendoza.
Okay.
Isaac Mendoza.
So you
placed
had
first.
another state champion.
Yes, we had another state
Individual
champion. Individual
state
state champion.
But your novice won what?
He won
Champion?
first.
No,
first,
but your novice team won championship.
No, our novice team won the novice division first
Right.
place.
Okay.
And then our JV division, we also won first place, where we had another first place
Wow.
individual champion, another third place and fourth place individual champion.
Wow.
And
how about your advanced team?
in our advanced team, that was the everybody was rated. We had grandmasters in the tournament as well. Our kid, that was the highest ratings that we've played against, and our kids did extremely well, where we all averaged anywhere from 3 to 4 points, which is pretty good in a tournament.
So what did you place at
We
that?
placed fourth overall.
Fourth, wow.
Overall out of 21 teams.
Wow, that's awesome. And you're talking about ratings, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And probably a lot of our public does not know what ratings are. So, so can you explain a little bit about these ratings?
I'll actually let David explain about
Okay.
that. He's
Yeah,
the highest
so
rated.
basically chess in the United States is it's all governed by the United States Chess Federation.
Okay.
So their ratings is just their way of classifying how strong each player is regarding. Yeah. So you sign up.
So it's not by age, right?
Oh,
It's by
definitely.
rating.
No.
It's by
yeah,
rating.
it's
Okay.
basically just by rating. I think it's based on an algorithm whether how many players you beat based on how strong they are. If that makes sense. It's based on experience, basically. It's a big computer algorithm, but it's
Right.
just basically classifies itself on how strong each player is.
Okay, well, we'll touch base on a little bit on those ratings, because you mentioned a word I don't understand, algorithm, or no, not really, but no, but I'm just joking. But I think I want to get more into that rating system, so the public understands what those ratings mean, and what is considered novice, what is considered JV,
Right.
and what is considered championship. But we'll come back and discuss those ratings and algorithms on the second half of Making Sense. So stay tuned. Welcome to the second half of Making Sense. And in the first half, we were discussing about these ratings. And so can you give me a classification of what makes a novice, what makes junior varsity, and what makes championship?
Yeah, of course. So the way the organization kind of separates it, they separate into 5 categories. They separate the unrated section, which is when you first start and you haven't had a single formal tournament with the organization. Second would be the one we're playing in what we consider novice, under 750. Then JV, which is under 1,000. Advanced, which is under 1250, and then the championship, which has no rating cap. So you can go from either grandmasters to.
And the chess team, the advanced one, I know you have 3 different levels, but the advanced one, what is about their average rating?
The average right now would be around 1250.
About
They're
1250?
Yes, they're
Wow,
actually
that's
around
pretty high.
1250. And it's up there. Yeah.
Okay, and how high can these ratings go? Like, I hear you talking about grandmasters and all of this. It sounds like kung fu-ish or something like that. So tell me a little bit about
Yeah,
that.
so as soon as you reach, like I'm telling you, these ratings, they describe how strong you are, how strong of an opponent you are. So if you reach the 2,000 level mark, you are considered an expert / master player of the game. Mm-hmm. It isn't until you reach certain norms, and I believe it's 2,500 when you become a grandmaster. Yeah, there's different types of masters actually. There's international masters, but that includes, of course, not U.S. only.
Right. And what have you seen? You know, with Henderson. You know, I think sometimes you know, being in the South Side, you know, these schools get a bad rap, but the amazing things that you're doing down there, and how has this helped those kids?
You know what? This chess has really helped our kids academically. We've had very smart kids at Henderson.
Right.
We get a bad rap because we are in the South Side.
Right. And nobody understands.
Nobody
you know,
understands that,
Nobody
but
goes down there. And
exactly.
Visits, yeah.
Exactly. But you know what? We have a great student population. The kids really work hard. Our chess team is a perfect example of the kids. They're well mannered. We as a coaching staff, we teach them a lot of you know, chivalry. The young men will treat the women with respect.
By the way, you also have girls in the chess team,
Yes,
correct?
sir. Yes, sir. We do. We have 9 girls. Nine
Wow.
girls. Yes. In the classroom, chess it develops a lot of analytical skills. It develops strategy, critical thinking. It brings a lot of those things to the classroom as well, especially for these exams that they have to take in our state, the STAR exam, where they have to sit and take a test for 4 hours. Well,
Right.
our kids play a chess match for 4 hours.
Yes.
So they're able to concentrate and stay focused and complete the test with ease, to be honest.
I know that I'm anxiously waiting on the phone for Leo to text me, you know, how he did. And it's like been 3 hours, 3.5 hours. Finally, I get a text, you know, what happened in the match. But, you know, it totally drains you, you know,
absolutely.
mentally. It's a mentally exhausting game.
Absolutely.
And can't even you know, fathom being there 4 hours sitting down and trying to think 4 moves ahead. And that's the whole concept of chess is the more moves you think ahead, the better off you'll be. And I think, you know, that's a concept we can apply in life is if we make this decision, what other ripple effects is it going to have?
And that's why a lot of it is taught. It's the game of life. I mean, we tell them they're the kings of their board. They gotta
Right.
They got to take control of
And
what's going to
have
happen.
you seen, like, for example, some students that came in, you know, maybe with low academic scores shoot up?
Oh, absolutely. We have several students who are considered special education.
Right.
However, they're no longer in those classes. They no
Wow.
longer take resource classes. They're having great academic success. They're actually in AB honor rolls. They're on the honor roll now. They're doing really, really well. We've just had a lot of our students are just in the top of our school.
Wow,
So,
what a great thing. And are there any other teams like in El Paso that are doing this within the school district?
you know what? Since with our success, there's more teams that are starting to pop out here and there.
Right.
With
But not to the success that
No,
you've had,
no, no.
or the
we're still the top dogs.
right. and how many members do you have overall in all the divisions? About between
We try to
35
keep-
and 40.
We have actually 34 kids.
Okay.
34 kids on the chess team. We kind of separate it from it's 12, 12, and 10, I believe.
Okay.
12 JV, 12 novice, and 10 advanced.
So let's talk a little bit about now what happens. Now you won state. Now you're going to go to nationals, which is in Nashville, Tennessee.
Nashville,
and one of the
Tennessee.
things, geez, I talked to my son, and it's like, he's been traveling more than I have. What's the deal with that? Yeah.
You know, like we said earlier, we do everything for the kids. There's we don't get
But
compensated
the
for.
exposure you're giving them to other cultures, many of them have never left El Paso.
Oh, absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely.
the cultures, or have even gotten on a plane or anything like that, the opportunities you're giving them.
Oh, we have so many stories we can tell you about
Right.
those opportunities. But we won't go there because we're going to need about an hour
Right.
or 2 hours to talk about that. But you know, these kids, like I said, they travel with us. We talk about everything. The kids just they work so hard to get where they are,
Right.
and all we look for is for help. We're going to Super Nationals this year.
Which is in Nashville.
It's in
correct?
Nashville, Texas, and it's going to cost us anywhere from
Oh, Nashville, Tennessee.
Nashville,
Yeah.
Nashville, Texas. I said
Nashville.
Nashville, Tennessee. It's going to cost us about $40,000.
Wow.
So
And how's your fundraising going?
we're working really hard. We're working really hard. Right now we're at about $4,000, but that's in the last 3 days.
Okay.
So we're really pushing. We're looking for any help that we can get. We have plenty of letters like this one here that we're going to be passing around.
Right.
The kids are really helping. Their parents are really helping.
And can you mention, how can the public get involved if they want to donate money or they want to get involved in helping you with some of the fundraisers to raise this money? Because I think this is important. This is my opinion. Okay. I think that we fund athletics, we fund all these trips. Why doesn't the school district give you a budget? So that way you know how much money you have, because this is academics.
No, absolutely.
This is academics, but we fund our athletic programs like nothing. But this is just my opinion.
Absolutely.
Okay?
No,
So-
we're working towards that. We're working
But
towards
I
that.
hope the board listens, and they give you a budget.
Yes, sir. We're working towards that. We're
And
working
how
towards that.
can the public get involved?
Right now we have, we're in the process. We just finished some fundraisers. We did a free dress week at our campus. We did a dance. We did a concession.
Right.
We're also in the process of getting approval for our next fundraiser, which is a GoFundMe account, where we're gonna hopefully raise $20,000. That's our goal.
Wow, but you don't have too much time.
No, we don't have too
And
much
I
time.
hear that you're also doing a fundraiser at Chipotle at the fountains,
Yes,
correct?
we're going to do a fundraiser at Chipotle. The date has been changed just to fit
So
in
it's
all
still
the.
pending?
Yes, still pending on the date.
Okay.
It's already pretty much set in stone. We just got to make sure of the date.
Okay, so Super Nationals, it's going to cost you about $40,000, and you've raised barely about $4,800, and time is running out, correct?
Yes,
time
sir.
Is
Time
of the
is running
essence.
out.
Well, hopefully the viewing public, will want to make El Paso proud, and we can bring another national championship. And you had mentioned while we were talking that there's going to be some superstars of chess there, correct?
Yes, sir. There is going to be some superstars at chess. We have a former world champion, Gary Kasparov, that will be at Super Nationals.
Wow.
This tournament is Super Nationals.
Right.
It's held every 5 years.
Wow. Okay.
So we're expecting
So
about
it's
7,000 players.
It's the Super Bowl of chess.
Super Bowl of chess. Yes, sir.
It's like the Olympics.
Yes, sir.
So your eyes are not deceiving you, but we had another guest pop in, and this is my son, Leonardo Gonzalez, goes by Leo, and he's been on the team how many years, Leo? Tell me.
I've been on the chess team for 3 years now.
Okay, and the first year you won individual state championship, correct?
Yes.
And and then you had success with the team. And so tell me, what has this done for you?
Well, I think it's just helped me improve my concentration, and now everything I do, I have to think ahead, so that way, like, I know the consequences of my action that I will do.
Yeah, and has it also shown you how to work as a team? Putting all, it's not just you, but it's about everybody working together.
Yes, definitely. Of course, like, the whole objective in these state and national tournaments is for our team to have the most number of points, and we definitely have to work together and, helping each other, like, review our games, so that way the next round we can all win.
And can you tell me, how much do you guys practice?
Well, we practice a lot of hours, of course. I mean, usually we spend every day, we spend about an hour to an hour and a half at school. We're constantly working on puzzles, openings.
Including Saturdays, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Saturday for about 2 hours.
For
we're
about
there.
2 hours, and sometimes even during your breaks, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes even during your breaks, you're practicing, correct?
Yes.
And so how have you, enjoyed all that hard work and everything?
I mean, it might be like a pain, but in the end result is always awesome.
Okay.
When we're able to hold that first place
And
trophy.
and do you guys compete also here in El Paso?
Yes, we have several tournaments, although they're not rated, but we just compete against other schools.
But you also have played in because isn't there like some local chess organizations that do have rated
Yes.
tournaments?
Our students our players play against adults.
Right, I know.
Yeah, we're playing against adults. We don't play against in our rated tournaments. We're playing against
because like you said, age does not matter. It's based on the rating.
on the ratings.
Right.
Yes, sir. So
And how does this? I think that's amazing, because I think that really prepares them for these tournaments that you're going to, where they see kids their age and they've already played adults.
yeah, you know what? It just allows them to focus a little bit more. They're not worried about who they're playing against. They're just playing the board.
Right.
So they're pretty focused. They're ready.
And
they're prepared.
so how do you feel playing against these individuals that are maybe in their 30s, 40s, 50s, and so forth?
Well, I mean, of course, it's intimidating because you're playing against a 1600 rating, and they probably have about 30 years of experience behind them.
Right.
Whereas when we go to compete, like at the championship level, they might be 1600, but they haven't really been playing as long, and they don't have that experience.
They don't have that experience. And do you mind me asking you what your rating is right now?
Right now, my rating is currently 1172.
Wow, so you're almost at the 1200.
Yes.
Wow, and has that been a struggle to get that up there?
Yes, for me, it's been a very hard struggle. I've probably gone through about 20 tournaments, and finally, about 3 tournaments ago, I finally hit that 1,000 mark.
Right. Wow, because we want to win all the time, but we can't. And I think it's a slow progression, and I think you have to be patient and be consistent with your game. Correct?
Yeah, our kids never lose. That's the way we look at it. We never lose. They'll come in second.
Right.
And what they do is they learn from their games. They learn from their mistakes. So they grow as a player.
Right.
So the next time they play that person, or the next time they play somebody else, and they're in the similar situation, they'll know how to move.
But one of the things also that I like about them traveling is they also get exposed to different races, ethnicities that
absolutely.
they're not exposed to here in El Paso.
Absolutely. We when we go out of town, we play a lot of Hindu, a lot of Chinese kids from all over, from all ethnicities, and so it just it prepares them for what they're going to be dealing with in real life. They're going to be working with all different races.
And how about the bonds that you form within the team? Have you made a lot of friendships within by playing this chess with your teammates?
Yes, definitely. It's really held a strong bond together since we're constantly helping each other out and always giving each other advice.
And sometimes in tournaments you have to play against each other, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So then that's where the bond disappears, right?
Oh, it gets heated. It gets heated. It's
right.
fun.
So what else do you want to share about the chess team? And let's give out some contact information and how the public can keep up with the terrific things you're doing and maybe get some funding out here in the little time that's left.
Absolutely. We're working a lot at the school where we have a Henderson Hornet channel. Right. It's Henderson Hornets. Please subscribe on YouTube.
That's on YouTube?
YouTube
okay.
channel. So go ahead and subscribe on that. You can contact the school. We're located at 5505 Robert Alva and 79905 District. Our phone number is 915-236-0700. Feel free to contact. If you want to find out any information about what we're doing, please contact the school. You can speak to Mr. Ramirez or myself.
And
Mr.
I think you
Rivera.
also have a Facebook page, right? The school does.
Yes,
right?
the school does have a Facebook page. It has a Twitter feed.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure on the Twitter feed, but I think it's Henderson MS.
Right.
1.
And during this talk, we're also going to put up some pictures so people can see all the trophies that you've won and how much fun the kids are having while they go to these tournaments.
Yes, sir. We make sure that the kids have a good time. We'll do some fun things. They eat so much, so the funding goes a lot to that. So, but we have a blast with the kids. Like I said, the kids are our kids when we're on the road, and we take care of them.
I wish Mr. Ramirez would have been here, but I wish him the best of luck for Teacher of the Year. I'm sure he's going to get it. But I want to thank you all for making El Paso proud and making the South Side proud. I mean, for me, I went to Henderson. Mm-hmm. I'm a Henderson alum, so it gives me great pleasure and such pride of the things you guys are doing, and bring home some more national championships. And I wish you the best of luck in Nashville. And thank you very much for your time.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. And thank you, Leo. And we'll see you next time on another episode of Making Sense. Goodbye.